2021 has barely started, but I'm eager and ready to try out many of its new coaster offerings. As of this recording, no major new roller coaster has opened this year. There are a few great contenders out there, and some that might actually take the crown away from Steel Vengeance as the best roller coaster on the planet. Of course, that title is subjective, as everyone has their own preferences, but I digress. 2021 is already shaping up to be a great year for roller coasters. In this video, I'll be discussing a few key attractions coming in 2021, the ones that I think have potential of challenging our current favorite attractions. For once, I'm actually going to talk about a couple European roller coasters because they look too good to ignore. Speaking of overseas, let's take a journey to Poland for our first contender. Abysuss, coming to Energylandia, built by Vekoma. For a while now, I've been sleeping on this roller coaster. I knew it looked like a fun ride, but I thought this coaster would be focusing mostly on inversions and less on airtime. Well, after watching the test run POV, I have taken a complete 180 on this attraction. The pacing looks amazing, the elements are top notch, the ride has a good mix of inversions and airtime moments, and finally we can't forget about the two launches. I'm not sure if either of these launches will be intense, but I know that they won't detract from the overall experience. The theming is still being worked on, but if I were to judge it based off the concept art, Abysuss will be challenging VelociCoaster for Best Themed Coaster of 2021. Okay, well let's not go that far. I mean, it's Jurassic Park versus Atlantis. If I had to guess where this coaster would rank in my collection, I think it has potential to break my top 20, possibly edging out into my top 10. Iron Gwazi, coming to Busch Gardens, Tampa, built by Rocky Mountain Construction. I know I'm about to get flack here, but this is the least interesting new coaster in my opinion for 2021. I say that not because I think the ride will be boring, no, it just doesn't offer me anything that gets me excited. Rocky Mountain Construction, RMC for short, has been on top of their game creating some of the best roller coasters on the planet. Iron Gwazi is like the greatest hits of their current collection, which will sure make a great ride, but I'm ready for something a little new. I know that it will have a few elements, but I kind of have a hunch of how this roller coaster will handle. Will it be better than Steel Vengeance? Probably not, but it will be ranked up there as one of the greats. Again, this is all subjective, as there really isn't an official best roller coaster. I expect this roller coaster to find its way into my top 10, which is crazy for me to say since I just kind of dissed the ride, but again, I know that the airtime will be great. The layout looks solid, so yeah, I'll respect a great ride, even if it's not the type of coaster I'm looking for right now. VelociCoaster, opening at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure, built by Intamin Amusement Rides. Sticking around in Florida, let's talk about the other major roller coaster to open in that state, and that's VelociCoaster. This has a lot of great things going for it. First, it's a blitz coaster by Intamin, featuring multiple launches, inversions, and airtime moments. Second will be the theming. As a fan of the Jurassic series, having a roller coaster fully themed with dark show elements to this property is a dream come true. The layout looks original, featuring a long 0G stall, high-speed low-to-the-ground barrel roll, and multiple moments of airtime. Personally, this coaster has the workings to challenge my current favorite number 1, Steel Vengeance, and I would mostly base that on the great theming. Steel Vengeance will still have more airtime and possibly might remain a longer attraction, so again, calling this your favorite will boil down to preference. If I had to make a guess, VelociCoaster should find its way into my top 5, possibly top 3. Pantheon, coming to Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, built by Intamin Amusement Rides. Another roller coaster by Intamin, 2021 is sure feeling like the return of this great manufacturer. Pantheon, though some might be complaining by its short-looking layout, I think that this ride has enough insane elements to make this one of the best coasters on the planet. The ride features 2 inversions, one being an extended 0G stall, 4 launches, including 3 during the shuttle portion of the ride, a massive outer bank turn, and finally a beyond vertical drop from the top hat. This coaster might not become my all-time favorite, but I expect it to find a place into my top 10, possibly even my top 5. Jersey Devil Coaster, opening at Six Flags Great Adventure, built by Rocky Mountain Construction. I've yet to ride one of these single rail coasters, but with their fast-paced transitions and strong forces, I'm assuming that Jersey Devil coaster will be a coaster to be reckoned with. Looking over the layout, the ride features a first drop at a near vertical angle, 3 inversions, and approximately 11 moments of airtime. I can only imagine how insane a ride will be in the very back row. If the transitions are taken at high speed similar to the other single rail coasters, then Jersey Devil has the potential of dethroning El Toro as the best coaster in the park. However, the only thing that might hold this roller coaster back from being considered the best is the restraints. I hear the vest restraints on these roller coasters are a little restricting, but I can't make a judgment until I check it out for myself. I expect this roller coaster to break into my top 25, or if the restraints not being a deal breaker, expect this roller coaster to fly up near the top of my list. Conda, coming to Walibi, Belgium, built by Intamin Amusement Rides. The final Intamin roller coaster to be discussed today, Conda, is turning heads with its unique layout, stealing some inspiration from RMC while also creating their own. Though technically not a hypercoaster, it's about the closest style of roller coaster I can compare it to. Featuring multiple moments of airtime, a massive outer bank turn, a first of its kind non-inverting cobra roll, and rapid fire transitions, some are already claiming this the best roller coaster in the world. Will this ride hold up to those lofty expectations? We'll find out shortly. If I were to make a guess, Conda could very well find itself sitting in my top 3. Now, there are a few other roller coasters worth mentioning. Icebreaker at SeaWorld Orlando looks to be a fun roller coaster, but I'm not expecting it to crack my top 25. Thus why I didn't think it warranted a discussion in my video. There's also Emperor coming to SeaWorld San Diego, which is a dive coaster by B&M. Again, it looks like a fun ride, but I'm not expecting it to break into my top 25. The other two is Primordial coming to Lagoon and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind opening at Epcot. RCDB has both of these attractions as scheduled for opening in this year, but that's still up for interpretation. Also, we really don't know much about these attractions, so I can't really give a good estimate as how I would rank them. They might turn out to be amazing roller coasters, but I simply don't have enough details to make that call. After the lackluster year that was 2020, I'm ready for 2021 to be a brighter year for the Coasterverse. I hope to ride a good chunk of these roller coasters this year, but I'm not making any major plans yet because everything is still up in the air. I mean, it's very well possible that some of these coasters could get delayed yet again to 2022. I hope that's not the case, but I'm ready to expect anything at this point. Well, that concludes my list of 2021 coasters that could beat Steel Vengeance. Which new roller coaster are you excited for the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please click on that like button and subscribe. That way you'll continue to get great content coming your way by Extreme Thrills.